Okay, am I live? Question number one. Light is green, everything is good, everything is in working order. Boomer moment achieved, because I must always do that, because that's just become a standard now. Otherwise, without further ado, as it takes forever to get started, hello there everyone, DonTheDime here, and welcome to Rise of Nations. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was between doing this game or revisiting Deadlock 2. Unfortunately, Deadlock 2 decided to crash my PC. Yeah, long story made short, ever since the two-screen setup, I thought to myself, well, now that I have a second screen, I can get that game to work in the way that I thought. Or so I thought, but then I had to fiddle with some settings, and then I just opted to think to myself after fiddling with all that, do I really want to fiddle with that and put up with a game, though be it an older game, but one of those older games that I mentioned, I believe during Power Wash Sim with Bone, where I was just like, yeah, DirectX stuff. And then have to enable the compatibility program in order for that to work. Well, I did get it to work. It was sort of more of a, I changed my mind at the last minute and opted to instead do this game because, you know what? I feel like revisiting an old classic tonight. Otherwise, I'm gonna do the usual. Come the 12th of April, I will be debuting on Twitch. Not with this model, though. Allow me to quickly show off what I will be using again, so that way everyone knows. To just remind everyone, this has been something that's kind of been planned for quite a while. Go ahead and undo all that. I still need to fix that. That tongue sticking out thing, I thought it would be fun if it were done sparingly, but now that that's kind of been happening, yeah, that's hopefully going to be fixed by the time I actually debut that model. Otherwise, with that promotion now done and out of the way, let's also get rid of that. Swap back. Put everything back to the way I had it. Re-enable the VTuber. And we're gonna hop right on in. Forgot to fiddle with the music, but you know what? This game has such a good soundtrack. I'm gonna just let it play. Oh, what I will do. Okay, yeah, you have already been lowered. I guess I already thought about that. So, we're gonna do a Conquer the World, but not with any of these scenarios. Because I conveniently happen to have DonTheDime's Global Conquest mod. Which is, like, way, way long ago. I used to enjoy that. And I will tell you, this is one of those games that I enjoyed in my teenhood, years going back. Alright, we're gonna get started. Now, what I did show was the Romans. And I wish I had thought of this earlier, but I'm gonna do a Roman campaign unless anyone has any requests. And has any objections or any of that. If you do, please do speak now and suggest me someone other than Rome. Otherwise, I'm going to probably take a few moments. And I'm going to go check something. I'll give it about 2 minutes. And if no one objects, then the Romans it is. I will have to come back to that. It's fascinating. Alrighty. One more moment. And if no one objects, Romans it is. Alright, I don't think anyone here is objecting, so let's just get right to it. Start this campaign. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. Conquer everything. Alright, Pfizer Intelligence. Expand your influence, strengthen your capital, acquire territories. Territory income, similar to the Cold War scenario. Just minus the nukes, I believe. Do nukes ever come into play in this mod? I know governments do, surprisingly. Nation building. As you expand the empire, the people living in your territories you conquer will expect you to invest your nation's resources to improve their economics and provide for their defense. This is done by increasing each territory's strength at acceptable levels. If this is not done, you risk losing the support of the people in that territory who may defect to other nations or instigate anarchy and rebellion within your nation. Also, be aware, the longer you control a territory, the higher the expectations will be for support from your capital. You will be warned if your territory threatens defection, or you can choose to increase the territory's strength to the desired level, or station an army in that territory, temporarily to maintain control. Governments. You begin the game without a formal government, which is fair enough. I don't think you get the first one until at least the Classical Age, which is between despotism and republic. Again, without formal government, and as such you will be able to negotiate with other nations until... I don't know how sophisticated this mod was. I feel like it was meant to, and it never really got to that point when I played. Then again, it was also years ago. Alright, choosing less demands of your people. You may think differently of your leadership. Each change in your government will cost tribute, so be prepared. Trust the government and the strategic map will be reflected in every scenario. Be careful about letting your nation slip into anarchy, as you may soon find yourself without a nation if you let it persist. Not included! Okay, military upgrades. So I'm guessing this is a feature that never made it in. Extra armies. We'll notice that there are no supply depots, which in the older map there used to be supply depots, but I think they took those out. Based upon the number of territories you possess. So you possess 10 territories. Okay, so second army comes in at 10. Third army comes in at 25, and then after every 25, another army is spawned. So it's kind of got that risk thing to it, to where the more land you control, the more armies you can field. Okay, I guess this is another one of those things that didn't make it in. Alright. So, right off the bat, where to expand? Well, this is going to be my dominion right here, to start with. As I feel Rome ought to be Rome, and not Greek Rome, or French Rome, or German Rome. So I'm definitely thinking for the beginning, if I make it that quickly, which I don't know if I will this stream, considering how late I started. But I'm definitely thinking, at the very minimum, this is going to be my dominion. And if, for whatever reason, I ever get back into this, it's going to be maybe the historical takeover of Europe, where I believe the Romans started with Rome. Then they went into this territory. They made this whole section theirs. Then they went into Carthage. And then I believe Greece? No, they had Hispania during that time, so... Goddamn. Alright, well, I'll probably play it as it is, this Rome Total War, where I think... No, goddamn it, I forgot. There's the three factions. Fine. Then I'll do as I always did every time I played the Romans. I'll probably start with the Greeks, get them under control. Then turn my attention to the French, get them under control. And then probably from there on out, depending on who's doing what, I'll react. I know when I did this mod, I sometimes take Tunisia and sometimes I don't. That feels very circumstantial. It is also dependent upon what Egypt does here. But we're going to start here nonetheless, which means we're going to be doing a war party, which means I gotta go raiding. How very inappropriate for the Romans, as they're not really a raiding nation, they're more... We build stuff. We build forts, and we civilize. Huh, the music died. How did that happen? There we go. As I'm sure this would probably be very boring if there was no in-game music. Normally, I tend to turn the in-game music off, but in this one occasion, I'll let it be on. Anyways, what do we gotta do? Well, we gotta raid. In other words, we gotta destroy a bunch of random units until the game decides, okay, you've destroyed enough. I mean, on one hand, not necessarily my favorite, but when I want to do things quickly, I don't mind this scenario. Barbarian Rally's pretty good too, but I know there are some other scenarios that are just annoying to deal with. Like, I think Wheel and Deal's kind of an annoying one. I know there's also the one with the diplomatical part, where there's two other nations, but you can align yourself with one while you deal with the other. Kind of like a Conquest scenario, but rather it's just one extra opponent. Unless you align with them, then it's more just cannon fodder. Alright. That's the scout. Good, woodcutters camp. That means we can hit up on the citizens and take them down. Perfect. Normally, the AI responds by now, which, by the way, for the sake of a not too difficult and more to just show the game, if anything. Like I said, I don't know if I'll make this a regular series. If this gets, I feel, enough likes and enough views, I'll continue this. But if not, it'll probably just be a one-time deal. Alright. They're throwing those units. Oh god. Okay, aggressive mode, because I want you to go after their units. By the way, if you were struggling... Oh, wow, okay, that happened. If you had been struggling in this, I think around the 10-minute mark, you'd get reinforcements. Normally, I beat this quickly to where I've never needed that, so... Alright, so who did what? So... Firstly, who got humiliated? I see that the Turks didn't take anything. The Lakota failed. Okay, well then. Did 3 different nations try to take the Ohio Valley and just... Okay, no. The Americans took Ohio Valley. So let's see. Who did what? Who is doing what? And who's going down what route? Okay. So, judging from what might look like happens, Britain is not going for Britain, which is very stupid of them. They are not securing the home front. Egypt is going this way. If they take Tunisia, then I get the feeling their move probably might either be to cut into Europe, or... hell, I don't know. It's been a while. Alright, so Russians are going north. Germans are going to the east, which sounds like a very German thing to do. Which then leaves Western Germany to the Dutch. Wait, hang on. No, they didn't go east. They went west. I don't know why the British went for Belgium. That's not a very Britain thing to do. Considering that wool would be pretty useful to have. Alright, so what's here? Sulfur. I thought it would be citrus. None the matter. Sulfur will be good for about the gunpowder Enlightenment age. Wait. Okay, just artillery units in general. Okay. Not a bad thing to have. Tribute. Commerce Eureka. I know what I might go for, but I doubt that's gonna be the case. Then again, I want Rome to be Rome as well. Maybe even including Corsica here. Alright, well anyways, let's not take too long to stare at the map. Tactics, alright. This is that annoying scenario that's common where you get limited forces and you have to take the city center. I mean, not too characteristically frustrating, but it does get kind of annoying to deal with. But again, because it's quick, I don't mind this scenario. It's not one I would avoid. But it is definitely one where I feel it'll eat up some time. Though, then again, probably given how small Sicily is, I don't really think I'll have much land to cover on foot march. On the flip, that does also put me near the enemy forces pretty dang close. Also, another reason I didn't want to put this on a higher difficulty. Sometimes these maps and their spawns are just... they're broken. Okay, there's that. They're sitting right there, so we'll go ahead. Oh god, they're gonna meet me there, aren't they? I saw them. They started moving. Oh yeah, and the Ancient Age lasts a little longer. I know in the normal world Conquest, the Ancient Age would only last until just one turn. It'd be over, like, right now, and I'd be on the classical units. Oh god. Hi, there's an entire army here. Okay. Oh god. Okay. Oh god, okay. Hoplites, you're gonna have to go forward. This was the thing I was hoping would not be a case, but it is the case. God damn. Alright, so... we need to find the city center. Usually found in the center, right here. Okay. Oh god, hi. You're still alive. Okay, Hi, there's those spearmen. Now, I've normally never failed this, but I always feel so nervous doing this on cramped maps like this. On the Ancient Age, nonetheless. Alright. Rush that, because we're gonna want that. Okay. So, Sicily is Roman, which is excellent. I have the feeling I will not be hitting Switzerland. And oh god, I just realized. Oh god, I do not like where the French are. I do not like where France is sitting right now. France, you are going to do the one thing I think you're going to do. Sudden death and tactics. Oh, fuck. Alright, well. What would Tunisia give me? Tactics. Okay, so sudden death or tactics. I am not feeling good about this. Guess I can grab one of those. There we go. I don't think the Greeks would go to war at any point in time soon, so... We'll do sudden death, which is not my favorite. The barbarian nations in this region are weak. Ensure to kneel to your nation if you're able to prove your superiority by capturing one of their cities in 90 minutes. They must capture your capital to defeat you. Okay, good. So it's only on them and not me. Okay. Right off the bat, I hate this disorganization. Why does the game always feel the need to auto-generate this stuff in the worst way possible? Okay. That further annoys me. Let's go ahead and just have you build a woodcutter's camp here. We are redoing this, because that is horrible organization. Who in their bright mind thought to do this? Spacing these farms out. That's a major no-no in my book. How dare you organize that way? You automatically explore. Okay. And yeah, I don't even like where you're at. You're getting moved. Put you there. Oh, right, because everyone's on, build and stuff, rather than auto-gather. Okay, diagonally across. And we'll build the library right here. Oh, God. Okay. Citizen. We start building. And then we need to research the city-state. So... Oh, you started building. Why would you do that? When I ordered you to go... Oh my god. That is gonna drive me a little to the point of insanity. Now, maybe in, like, the later game this would be useful, but I should have probably really put them together. Okay, now, let's expand, obviously north. In order to barter, I will need 60 food and 60 timber. Never enough wood. I always need more. Alright. Right, I have olive oil. Never mind, that doesn't work during sudden death. I forgot. I don't bring the resources in sudden death. That's only Conquest mode do I bring the resources. That's characteristically annoying. Okay. So, we have established Constantinople here. I love it. Constantinople and Rome being right next together. You know. Never mind that they were somewhat of a distance. One was in Turkey, the other was in Italy. No. Rome and Constantinople. AKA Istanbul. Oh god, okay, you do that. You... Resource available here. Excuse me? Why does right-click auto-build? Older games. I never understood why people are so into the whole, oh, right-click will make you move units. Yeah, that's kind of annoying that some RTS games alternate between that. This was one of those games that did such the thing, where it's just like, ah yes, in order to move your units, you need to right-click, and in order to select them, you need to left-click. Alright, let's go ahead, move north. What does it take to up my tech? Okay, other than timber. Alright, I need those. My god, I don't have enough resources. Are you kidding me? Hi, what am I getting wealth from? Alright, so... let's build a market... I think right here, right? Yeah, okay, good. Hello. Definitely not a Roblox Rise of Nations enjoyer. Yeah, I saw that when I was putting this together. I was just like, that's a thing? Okay, well, I'm learning something. And no, I've never played Roblox before. In the same way, I've never played Fortnite. Alright, make a market. Lol. I know, boomer me, but I don't really care. I mean, not to sound rude about it, just... I didn't really care for it, shall we say. Wasn't my cup of tea. Maybe someday, though. Alright, so... put the temple here. Yes, these cities might be a little special in their design, but that's fine. It's epic. I don't know, Roblox Rise of Nations. Every time I think of Rise of Nations, I think of this game. Seeing that, it makes me wonder, is it just like a bunch of people building society and all that good stuff? Or did they really attempt the RTS experience? Or am I really thinking of something completely different? No, it is. It isn't. I had a feeling. But that would have been funny to imagine. It's a political game. Huh, that's interesting. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I've played Hearts of Iron 4. Believe I've even done... I don't know if I've done streams of it. I think I have. Actually, I stand corrected. I have. I've done Millennial Dawn. I've done Equestria at War. I think those are the only two that I did. Or did I do the Fallout one? I can't remember. I mean, I played the Fallout one, but I don't remember if I ever streamed the Fallout one. Alright, well, anyway, I am gonna need a fort. Because I don't like how close I am to my rude neighbors to the north. Epic fort, yes. This fort, where we will push back the barbarians, and then we will invade, and then we will take over. As Rome historically has done. Praise the fort, the holy fort. Yes. The holy fort made out of gold and wood, to eventually be made out of metal, whenever I get that unlocked. But considering I've been stuck in the ancient age, I am... well, it'll take time. And here it be, Fort Holy. I can't think of a name. Let's start getting a military build. Getting a legion assembled. Anyways, who am I beating up on? King Canute and King Olaf. The Holy Roman Fort, call it like that. Well, there's gonna be more than one. You know what? Fort Constant, that's its name. Shortened for Constantinople. Since that's just a little to the south here. You know what? Yeah, two of you go down there. Alright, Empire next. Mathematics. And now I need another barracks. Rock formations here where I could get oil, but not right now because, well, I'm only in the ancient age. And I don't think... no, okay, it's only one age. Okay, I remember. I have Uno cards. Oh, okay. Alright, so that's the barracks. That's their scout. Don't mind me, I need to research religion, because yes, we need to establish a religion. We're going to establish the religion of Holy Ass. I have Uno cards who saw the fall of Rome. Oh no. Not in this timeline. We'll get the Duke Nukem of Rome to show up. Alright, what's going on? Oh, hi. They have assembled a legion already. That's fine. I will begin assembling my own legion. We rise, Grandma. Yes, Grandma, we'll rise. It'll be like Granny Simulator, where Granny decided, I'm done just being a simple grandma. I will become the grandma that rules the world. Excuse me, as I use my ungodly powers to assemble a mighty army from nowhere. Excuse me, assemble an army from the basement. There we go. Can I do anything? Yes. I need oh my god. You can buy stuff. Alright, buy that research. How much? I need 4 more. You kidding me? Oh god. I can see Granny has really been on the horror spree recently. Alright. We're gonna start hitting that. Once that army swings to the south here, we'll go into the fort, and we'll hold them out. I'll have to keep my eye on that, though. Temple here. Cool plan. Cool story, bro. Let's hope it sticks. Exactly. Let's hope this plan works like the cool story. Okay, well, they didn't fight for that. Okay, oh god. Alright, here they come. Ah! Into the fort. Into the fort. Ow. Ow. That citizen. He's taking damage. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. Victory. That wasn't so bad. Alright. We will make a mighty legion. It'll take a while. Another caravan. What I really need to do is I really need to tech up. I need to go to the next stage so I can unlock knowledge and metal. So that way I'm not overly dependent upon wood. And then I can build things like the granary and the lumber mill. Welcome, guys, to my Minecraft world. Diamonds. Oh. It's more diamonds. Using me brothers and me sisters to build an empire. It's fine. Diamonds get traded all the time, and diamonds get used all the time in Minecraft. Alright, let's tech up. Uh-oh. Well, that's fine. That should change resource requirement. This guy is stupid! Oh, the re. Alright, here we go. Build a university. We'll learn how not to be stupid. Alrighty. Okay, that's acceptable. That should not be too hard to make. Now we mine this mountain here for some metal. Make me scholars. Bring me the Gregs. Okay. Make the Senate. Oh, okay, hold on. No. That was the Americans that insta-build the Senate. Okay, is that the same? Wait, don't the Romans insta-build that? No, they don't do that. That's the Americans that do. Okay. Americans were the ones that insta-build that. Alrighty, despotism or the Republic? What do we choose? Either cheaper barracks units or an increase in resources. You know what? The Republic. Normally I roll despotism, but this time I'm feeling to roll the Republic here. Alright, here we go. Government change to Republic. But it's fine. We'll pull a Rome. We'll become the Empire. We'll do as they've done. Start off as a Republic and build to the Empire. Alright. Next, let's build a tower. Who builds the... Actually, what tech age builds the militia? Is it the classical age, or is it the medieval age? Aha, alright. Build me a university here in Rome. That's fine. It will not matter. It will not avail them. We'll still win in the end. We'll just have to be smart about this. Okay. Why don't you come to Grandma more early, Grandma? Alright, let's go ahead and build our granary here so we can increase the food production. Start researching military recruitment so I can get more units and start building actual legionnaires. That's right, a grimoire maker. That's what we're doing. Alright, so herbal lore, which will allow faster healing of units, allegiance, so that way they take attrition. And I'll do the militia one right after that. Build a smelter here. Alright, let's make a siege factory here so we can start building catapults. Alright. Start upgrading our pathetic little weepy bowmen to archers. Hope this game is mobile. Gotta be one of my favorite. I don't know. Maybe you could play some of the older things on mobile. I know there's a lot of older games that are finding their way to be played on a phone. Zoom in. Okay, I can't zoom in any closer. Let's go ahead. Okay, none of that's available. So we'll research literacy. Vassalage. Okay. Oh my god. Alright, well... It's just gonna be the matter of getting resources, then. Oh my god. This sucks. Alright. We're gonna stay just barely out of range. Never mind. There goes that idea. If you're gonna do that, at least hit the tower, so that way it's not a problem. They're gonna no doubt inevitably come. Since I'm currently raiding them. Oh my god, I really need metal. At least the city's nearby. Alright, here they come. Get the catapults into the factory, so that way... Lunge forward. Okay, back up. Back them up. Right, I forgot. The Senator can heal units. God damn, this must be like Senator Armstrong. Nanomachines, son! They'll put you right back together. Alright. I believe so, as long as it's in friendly territory. Okay. Hit the city center, because that's going to be the important part. Actually, go ahead. Go forth. I don't think they have anything. Never mind. They have everything. Back up. Within archer range, so that way all you gotta do is just shoot at them. No, there's just rip-offs. Alright, so that's King White dealt with. So they're now no longer in the picture. Okay, so... Whoa, victory! Yup. It is the sudden death scenario, so... It shouldn't be too hard. Alright. Deploy when I tell you to. And while that repair goes on, that should make the assimilation of the city faster. I'm gonna bring you guys up as reinforcements. Alright. There we go. Actually, pull two of you, train you at the other barracks. Yo, what's the name of your nation? I am playing the Romans. This game follows historical nations that existed. So you have the Americans, you have the Russians, you have the French, you have the Germans, you have the Romans, or the Italians, I guess, if you want to go to its modern-day name. You have the Turks. Well, surprisingly, they didn't call them the Ottoman Empire. Let's see... The Nubians. I guess modern-day Ethiopia. Alright, going this direction. Alright. so... let's go ahead, get rid of all that. Okay, build a temple here. We're healing up, so let's go over to here. There we go. Okay, now... can I build another fort? Yes, I can. We're gonna assemble that right here before we do anything. Yes, this will eat up time. But on the other hand, this will also make sure... by the way, can you put name to legions? I think the unit names always stays the unit names. This isn't Civilization where you could change unit names and have it be more personalized. Alright, so let's see... who is where? Who is where? Why are they doing it? And furthermore... could I get away with another fort? Yes, I can. Okay, we're gonna cut even further into their territory. Probably going from... this direction. And to really cut into the territory, let's go ahead and do monotheism. To really cut deep. Because I really want to make sure I'm as close to them as possible, so that way the only thing I have to do... is just be right next door as I launch my attack. I think I have more archers, but that's fine. Okay, can I... okay, I think I'm as close as I can be. So let's go ahead. Build some more barrackses. Bring them closer. Right, that's what the Romans get. They get free heavy infantry. Okay, that makes sense. I knew there was something they got. But that works out. Now with the extra swordsmen, we're gonna move in. Oh, hi, Derby. You're not exactly secure. Why don't I go ahead and steal you before they decide to do something about it? Alright, there we go. That's it. Victory. I knew that was too good to be true. Okay, your people are demanding a system of government to provide stability and security. It will require an investment of 50 tribute to establish a republic or solidify your rule as a despot. It is your choice, but choose wisely, as the government you choose will have a long-standing implementations and cannot be changed lightly. Tempting. That is also tempting. Well, that's one for a continued republic. Anyone else wish to agree, object, yay, nay? Alright, well, I guess if that's the way it must be. You've established a republic. In a conquest battle, you will have immense access benefits of your system, government, senator, patriot to lead. Alright, yeah. Sure, alright, so... I guess good old-fashioned nanomachines, son. Now we're gonna take Sardinia here. Ooh, okay. Wait, how much? Yeah, sure, why not? I'll pay 70 to gain 30 after stealing 100. Ah, okay. Who has what? You have absolutely no money. Is there anyone that has money? And when I mean money I can really use. No. Japan? No. China? No. You mean to tell me I'm the richest nation on Earth at the moment? Okay, I must be the richest nation on Earth. God damn. Alright, well, I guess that's the way it must be. Let's upgrade some territory. And I'll revisit this card. So what am I doing? Tactics. Alright, well, it's time to kick ass and study tactics. And I've studied all the tactics. Wait, it's not space? Oh, a pause key. Except for the fact, the keyboard I use doesn't have a pause key on it. Yeah, it's one of those keyboards. How absolutely cursed. Alright, supply wagon. Alright, here we go. Incoming. Go, Cataphracts. By the way, I'm playing Among Us right now. Good game. Always blame green. For no real reason. Because green did it. Oh god. Catapult, why? Ow! Why would you guys do that? Why would you do that? Green did it, despite the fact green died. Bro, someone pressed emergency button. It happens, it's fine. Just blame green if green's still alive. Alright, trees are in the way. Alright, here we go. We're about to hit city center. Oh! They're throwing... Oh god, I just remembered. Alright, I might wanna... There that is. Okay, hit that. We just need to take the capital as always. There we go. Sardinia is now mine. Alright. A Commerce Eureka, or I go for a... No one's claimed this aluminum? Well, don't mind if I do. I want that. And I don't feel like asking for it nicely. In fact, I'm gonna take that. That aluminum, while it may not be useful now, will come in handy later. Ah, alright, so it's an adjacent to a conquest. Alright, let's go ahead. Oh, and I'm finally on the classical age. With the future age being the medieval one. You explore. Alright. Let's redo this, because this is terrible city planning. Whoever put stuff like this should feel very, very ashamed of themselves. They don't know how to organize anything. Okay, that one next. Okay. Let's go ahead. Damn rocks are in the way. Current game, you're absolutely losing right now. I presume that means a good chunk of the crew is dead, and it's down to just you and maybe a few peeps. Because that would be the symbolism of losing. Mm-hmm. Okay, how do I want to perform this? Alright, well then. Expanding that direction. Cursed rocks. Good for the industrial age. Unfortunately, I will not be able to access the industrial age at this moment. You know what? I'm moving that. I will reorganize these cities, because reasons. Go move the Senate building to this city. Alright. Put you here. This place is so hilly. Have a nice little city barracks. And we'll just make this a resource area. Go ahead and start gathering some wood. I know it's pointless, but we'll make a dock so we can maybe see about fishing. Go catch some salmon or some things. Treat it like Minecraft. Totally not the movie. Stables next. Better luck next time. It happens. What? Whaling could still work. Yes, it's not exactly fish, but whaling will still work out. Oh, hi. Oh, hi! Ow! Ow. They're doing that thing where they go on the early assault. Alright. Ow. You thought you could do an early raid. I think not. Now, you die. Alright, all clear. Alright, now. I need you to go get me some whale. I know, terrible, but we need the food and then we need the metal. And fish. Which will give me wealth and cash. I'm hungry. Again? Alright, I see their strat. They seem to be playing the game of raiding. Okay. Get him. Get in there. Let's go ahead, and we're gonna build a fort... Well, I guess right there. Thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. Let's build near a city. God, crap. No, don't put that right there. I have a better idea. Build the university right here. And what we'll ultimately do here, make some scholars. Hi, look at that! A mountain conveniently right here that I missed it. Now I need a merchant. Okay, Alright. Now, I need a tower. I'll put that right there. So I can research allegiance, which will do attrition damage. Alright, you're gonna go grab me a horse. Or I should say horses. Alright. I want you to go secure that. And then you go get that. Playing Space Scavenger. Huh. Okay. Build more caravans to get wealth. Do I not have one? I guess I don't. Alright, anyway. Let's research allegiance. So we can have them pledge their allegiance and their loyalty. Feudalism. Alright. Go grab me fish. Bring me fish. Only fish can sustain me. Hi. That's looking like a target. At 3 and with medieval age. Let's go ahead, make a university here, then build a temple. Let's do some taxation with the representation. Oh, I had a feeling. Alright, here we go. I'll build another siege factory here. Let's go ahead. Damn. Thank you. I needed that. Is just exactly what I needed. And damn. Okay, can I make a lumber mill? Yes, I can. Alright. Right here. Make another unit of archers. Then we'll hopefully be getting started here. I have the territorial advantage, so even in the event they do send in reinforcements, I should, thanks to the senator, have healing capabilities. I don't know how good, though, but I do know that healing is really useful to have. Though I have to admit, being able to plunder stuff is also good, too. Alright, let's do construction, because I guess I can't do carpentry yet. Alright, go here, we'll take this city. We'll add its resources to my own. Not enough knowledge. I'll change that. Alright, do me a favor and start hitting the city center. Ignore that. So they throw a horse at me, but it will do them no good. Alright. You three are coming over here. Let's go ahead and ditch that, mainly for reasons of attrition. We're gonna reorganize this city. Okay. Next on the agenda, we advance south. Alright, I need that to assimilate faster, so begin repairs. Citizen is now out of the way. He is kapooted. He is gone. Damn. Alright. Time to build the granary. Oh, hi. You never started your farming, so go ahead and do that. Medieval age, but not enough knowledge yet. Alright, so since we have this now, go ahead and build a fort here. Start lumbering a new fort, so that way we can push this border back. And then we can... Hi! Why are they on fire? Are they actually fighting each other? Oh god. Alright, yeah, I'll also be needing a smelter here. Herbal War. So let's go ahead. Temple here. Are they actually fighting each other? I am legit curious now. So that's just randomly on fire. I mean, it would work out if they did. Barracks there. Alright. At least that'll increase the metal output, which will be useful to have. Alright, let's go ahead. Another barracks. Because infantry will be very, very, very important. And then probably a stable, so we can get some cavalry out. Javelineers. And let's advance to the medieval age. It's time. All the slow preparation. I'm playing Space Scavenger. I'm on level 2 and 1. Almost like Ultra Kill, for some reason. Or at least that same leveling style, where it's like 2-1 or 2-5. Caesar's Legion, crossbows. And then elite javelineers. Alright, let's move in. I guess they must be fighting each other, though. Upgrade our catapults into trebuchets. Put that there. My spaceship is bigger. 2 swords, 2 bodies, 1 core, 1 spear, 1 solar panel, and 3 engines. Let's go this way. Shall bring them civilization. We are Legion. We are Rome. We are everything that is glorious. Alright, so that's that city. Let's go ahead, bring you guys up so you can begin repairs. Tear that down, because I don't want that tower harassing my troops. Okay. Literacy. So that way I can gain knowledge faster. And it also... 1 boomerang launcher. It launches 3 at a time. Intriguing. Alright. Clear out the pink. 2 extra trebuchets. Good to have. Alright, so... we're gonna have to go through that city. Then we're gonna have to hit gelling itself. I need that to assimilate faster. Okay. I under attack by... oh, hi. There we go. You will not succeed. And then you were driven back. Let's go ahead and leave that. And make a castle right about... right there. And since I've got the senator, let's let everyone heal up a bit while they take attrition damage. Right, I forgot. I don't have the supply wagon ability. I need to make a supply wagon. I keep forgetting that's a thing. Not that it's really mattered much. Oh, well. I lost that. It's fine. They can play the saddest of music all they want. But to no avail for them, because I'm going to be arriving, and I'll be taking their cities. Let's go ahead and build more barracks. There we go. Let's go ahead, reorganize you guys. Ah, and I just took that. Excuse me, I'm gonna retake that again. I don't even know how I lost that, but you know what? Whatevs. It's fine. So I lost Derby. That's okay. I'm not bothered by that loss because I'm going to do something different to make up for that. The fact they've even taken it is not anything to be highly concerned about. Alright, so... while all that is being repaired, let's go ahead, march southwards, hit their capital, take it from them, shorten the time that I'll have to wait. Alright, where's that supply wagon? Alright, there it is. That's actually not too punishing to not have a supply wagon. Alright. What is that running? Alright, well, we've ransomed someone. I didn't get to see who it was. Alright, we have ammunition. Not that it will matter. Attrition will take them. So, now, we wait a moment. Oh, hi. Yes, I see you guys down there. Ow. Push them back. Let's go ahead. Deal with them. Destroy that barracks so it doesn't become a problem. Attrition dealt with that. There we go. Let's go ahead. Now we just hold on to gelling for 25 seconds and then it'll be victory. And that's pretty much this game. Well, if you're doing the Conquest mode. A tactical battle mode, and then a strategical mode. Oh, hi. Italy's over here. Alright. Another victory. Got killed by a farter. That's pretty dang random and kind of funny, and goddamn, who took that? Really, Dutch? Really? Alright. What to do and why to do it. Barbarians at the gates. Okay. Think I'm now at a point to where... Britain? Britain, you are close enough. Don't mind me. I'm going to steal 99 tribute from you. And then I'm going to see what I can get as a bonus card. I'm going to yoink that. And then I want to see what can be built. Nothing. Okay. I can't build anything. I don't think I can go to war with anyone either, so... We're going to cut into Hungary here and do a barbarian at the gates. Which... is not a bad scenario to do. It's literally just hold out for 25. Okay, well, not what I thought, but still, nonetheless, I'll make this work out. Okay, so... I'm gonna have to reorganize this, because this looks terrible. I'll hold one tower. And I'll redo these farms. Okay, good. So I can just build a fort. We'll build it... You know what? Right over... You know what? No. You stop. You go instead. Okay, so I don't think there's any way they'll be coming from the south. Put that right here. Oh my god, this whole area looks terrible. Alright, well... I wish there was I could organize my buildings phase. So, we'll do this. Perfect. That can stay as is. That does not bother me. Start building that barracks. We only need to hold them off until the timer expires. Which shouldn't be too hard. Okay, make archers. Oh my god. Nope. Go away with that. Stop that. Put that there. Okay, let's go ahead. Put another barracks here. How did you got this game, mate? Steam. Otherwise, welcome, welcome. Shit. Here they come. Wait. How many are attacking? 2? Alright. The senator here. We only need to hold out. I don't think this is exactly abandoned, where... But then again, this is also the extended edition, so there's that to consider. Alright, anyway... Okay, yeah, you're there. I don't know if lookout towers would do anything. I mean, aside from being able to point out invisible units. Build that there. Okay, well, I don't know why I bothered making that. That can go. Stop that. Alright. Put you on the defensive. It's fine. I may have lost one guy, but as long as the other two are alive, that other guy can come back. Okay. Should probably build the library again, because I got rid of it for organizational purposes, but I will now shove it to this corner down here. Okay, that's them. Pushed back. Okay. Really? Damn wealth. Guess now that I'm thinking about it, I am gonna have to do a 400 special. Ironically, also during close enough to the time, I am deciding to try Twitch out. Alright, so... I know, I need to build another city. I am doing everything but that. I'll put it over here, so I can secure the salt. Let's go ahead. Put that right over here. each. Or one of each, sorry. See, they're gonna try and hit me at the iron mines. Not appreciating the fact that you're hitting me right in the towers, or right in the mines. Let's go ahead, build a temple here. Go grab that salt. Alright, all of you back to the mines. And while we're at it, let's get down allegiance, so that way we can... Whew. That way we can start attritional damage. Alright, put you guys in the tower. They really, really want to hit my units. Alright. Go ahead, put towers here, so that way when their javeliners arrive, we can just go ahead and start hitting them with arrows. I cannot afford another fort. But let's do some taxation, so at the very least, I can start making a little bit more wealth. Alright, that will do. Let's build a fort here. So that way I can pretty much keep these two cities in check. And then just wait out the timer. Alright. There we go. You only need to just keep them at bay. There we go. Put the temple right there. The fealty that requires medieval age. Alright, there we go. Then we'll build a library over here. Hopefully with that second library, we'll be teching up faster, which is what's going to be needed. Oh, and universities, right. Because I didn't think about that. Probably put a fort here, or at least some towers, if not a fort. Alright. Bring in more of their Javelineers. Not a problem. Heavy infantry can deal with them. Hey, see ya. I'm going. You have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. And thank you for the sub. It was good seeing ya. Have a good night. Or day. Alright, What's him dealt with? Alright, 10 minutes. That shouldn't be too demanding of a hold. Some archers. At least the healing is nice. Sure, cheaper troops would have been good too, but I think having the ability to heal is also pretty darn good to have. Even if it's a slow healing process. I guess surprisingly, a thing that I've done recently has really started to get some views. It's nice when you make some short content and it's actually getting some views. Otherwise, probably going to be doing some more VRC stuff in the future. In addition to streams. Alright. Throw a little wealth there. Let's go ahead. Get the granary up. Herbal lore. Does that actually work for... Alright. I guess that'll have to do. I don't know if the healing also works for healing abilities. Or, I should say, the granary's abilities also works for, like, the senator's healing. That's right, Senator Armstrong. Heal me up with your nanomachines. Okay, that also makes troops faster, too. I didn't even realize that. Let's go ahead. Scholar. It'd probably be worth making another mine. I haven't really been coming over here, so I could probably get away with that. Let's see. There we go. That should make 6 archer units and 6 legion units. And start mining for me, if you would kindly please. Oh. Then go on the defensive.
Alright. One more. Get over there. Lower them towards the towers in the fort. That barbarian phalanx. Five minutes. Standing army. Feudalism, I believe. Yup. Javelineers. I need more food. There we go. Not that it will matter much, but still, we'll make a proper army out of this ragtag force. Alright. Now, I should have an army. And now, we wait. Simple as. A crap ton of metal. I don't think I should be losing anytime soon. Alright, so I need like, science at level 3. Fine, we'll put that there. Level 3. All right, so let's build the market here. Make a caravan. I know these are kind of close, but for the sake of probably just this mission, I'm gonna probably do it this way. Normally, I would maximize the distance, but this time I'm gonna be a little lazy with it. So go ahead, get that established for me. Alright. And then we'll just build a tower here in case for whatever reason they decide to invade. I doubt it. And even if they did, they probably wouldn't have enough time to take it, I would assume. This is pretty much in the bag.
come. Ow. Ow. Okay, well, they're lost. Alright. Let's go ahead. Replace those legionaries that died. Oh, legions. But they did that again? Ah, oh well. Alright, so I believe that is now Hungary under my control. And I don't think there's any more neutral territory I can take. So now, I stand corrected. There is one more I can go for. I think, right? That is unclaimed. Okay. So, I can do one more mission before I wrap this up. So, I'm gonna go ahead, take the Balearic Islands. Not intended, but you know what? I'll take it nonetheless. This will be probably a quickie, but it's fine. It's just a tiny little island that's gonna yield me, what, 10 tribute? I'll probably be under fire upon arriving, because how small that island is. Yeah, I think this is gonna probably be the one island I don't upgrade, because I know taking that is... yeah, it's cancer. And this whole situation is why. Could have made this island a little more bigger, but they didn't. And now, mind you, this is just the tactics battle. We haven't even seen the actual conquest battle. Alright, here we go. Well, there goes that catapult. Hit the city center. Thankfully, it's not a large city. Okay. So a part of Spain makes it onto the map. Just... wow. Okay! The Greeks have decided it's time. But you know what? That's fine, Greece. It's also time. Alright, what are we doing here? Hold off to the attackers for 15. I am on the 2-hour mark, so I'm gonna go ahead and make this a next time thing, assuming there is a next time with it, so I'm just gonna simply call this Romans Stream 1. And I'm gonna wrap this up here. If you like the stream, like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more content that I put out there. Otherwise, to remind everyone, new model and Twitch debut come April the 12th. And I also do some VRC shorts every so often, so. Otherwise, with that, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.